put anybody to sleep. It's like those, you know, rain sounds to go to bed to. This chat is less toxic than some other ones. Nice, nice. Surprisingly, with how toxic I am when I play FTL. I know, you know, you know. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna need inputs of pipes for these guys too. Alright. Alright, how do we do this? So this is the output, so the input's gonna be pipes behind this, so I think I need to do... Yeah, I think I need to do half pipe here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that looks right. Go. Rand, check your maths on how many refineries I want. Okay. I'll check that. I thought 8 was what I wanted. I have 480. Oh wait, yeah, I did divide it by 60, and 60 would be how much crude oil for 2. So it actually needs to be 480 divided by 30, right? So I probably need 16. If I could type 480 divided by 30, 16 refineries is actually what I need. So 8 and 8. I'm actually glad of that because I was thinking that wasn't very much plastic and rubber for what I thought I was going to be doing. So yeah, I think I need 16 in total, which I need a lot of motors and copper sheets that I don't have on me. Ugh. Yeah, my copper sheet production. That might actually be the next thing I need to do after this. There's so much stuff I need to do because I just don't have the raw materials for a lot of what I'm doing since I don't have the permanent builds for so many of the higher level things. I need to go get a crap ton more copper sheets that are at my other base. Yes, thank you for reminding me to check on that. Which content creators can have sound alerts tied to bits? A streamer might play a horror game, and the viewer could play a loud noise to get the streamer to poop his pants. Can we program that with somebody donates a large amount? All the ship doors and airlocks open. No, I don't think there's any Twitch integration with FTL like what you're describing. Somebody would have to create a version of FTL. It sounds terrible, by the way. To have somebody be able to just kill your run by donating bits. I mean, I guess it'd be the person making money, but I would never do something like that while trying to streak or something. That sounds horrible. It'd have to be something where, like, it's a day designed for people to, you know, donate to mess with just random runs or something. But there's definitely no Twitch integration with FTL like that I know of. Alright, so I need copper sheets and I need motors. I think I have a storage full of motors somewhere over here too. Copper sheets first. I'm running low on the copper sheets, I'm pretty sure. Decent amount. Take all. Alright, this is the last of the copper sheets that I have made, that past Rand has made, so I need to potentially get that set up next. Alright, where are motors? There's shaders here, so motors are probably around here somewhere. Industrial beams. Do I have a place with motors? Do you have motors? Motors! Beautiful. There we go. Anything else I need while I'm over here? I should check my heavy modular frames, actually. I ran out of encased industrial beams and screws, it looks like. Screws. This and yes. There we go. That should get this back into production mode for a bit. Just every once in a while and come pick up some of these guys, which is nice, so let me unlock some of these things. What did I just throw a bunch of in there, though? Paste industrial beams. Let me go get those again, because they're right over here. You donated $500 on my 7 streak. It was never about the money. Sure. Oh, I need some more of those, actually. That. This. And steel beams I'll definitely need up for belts. Right here. Here. Okay. One more. Throw the little slug into here. Okay. Alright, that should hopefully get me what I need to make a bunch more refineries. Yes. Good. Would $1,000 make it worth my time? To reset a streak? Sure. I mean, I guess so. Who's going to donate $1,000 just to troll somebody, though? Somebody with way too much money and not enough time, or not enough stuff to do. This is not my OG base. This was my second base. That's my permanent temporary base. I have a temporary base, which is making very basic things like iron plates and concrete. That's my temporary permanent base, which is making like intermediate things like screws and modular frames and reinforced iron plates. Didn't quite get to computers and heavy modular frames with a more permanent build. And this over here is my actual permanent build. So we have a temporary base, a temporary permanent base, and now a permanent base. It's hard to keep track, I know. It's hard to keep track. There's a lot of ways viewers could pay to mess with Rand, but why would we? Because you're a troll. Because there's trolls in the world, I guess. I feel like people who would want to troll me wouldn't want to give me money. Like, people who are like the actual real trolls aren't going to be going, I'm going to give this guy $5,000. He's going to hate it. That's not what trolls do. Real trolls do way worse stuff, like try to find your address and DDoS you and stuff like that. That's what real trolls do. So, don't be those real trolls, please. Okay, I think this is set up here the way I want this. Anti-troll bits, there you go. That's right. That's anti-troll is way better than actual troll. Trolls would troll for $5 TTS donations. Yeah, that's probably true, actually. You love the lights on the belts, making it look like office windows on your buildings? Yeah. Yeah, so far I think my coolest looking building is the one with all the screws coming off over there. Because the way those lights come down, that does look really cool. Alright, I gotta figure out how to distribute the oil here. And I think what I need to do is we need to pump it up to an upper floor. So let's figure out what an upper floor needs to be with how tall these things are. So. It's like about 5 high or something. Oops. Something like that, I'm not sure. TTS donations are probably your single most hated feature on Twitch. Yeah. I think there's where we need that to be. Yeah. I don't want this to go through the floor, so. Sometimes TTS donations can be funny, but usually it's just somebody interrupting the streamer. At least in my experience. Paying money to interrupt the streamer. Oh, that's not angled how I want it to be. Okay, maybe that. Why is that? What? That's what this angled. Okay, that is weird. Why are you doing that, game? It's so obnoxious when people do that, yeah. God, it's so hard to see all the way up there. Okay, I have no idea why it's giving me this weird angled ladder. Let's go up top and figure out why it's doing this. I hate when people put like ST, ST, ST in their message so it makes the sound of a stupid annoying noise for 35 seconds. Yeah. What the hell is going on with this ladder? Come on. There it is. That's what I want. Okay, that one's straight, right? So sometimes the clipping on this game makes for some really weird interactions. Your waffle copter goes soy, 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 soy is the best thing. Yeah, that sounds dumb. I think that's really stupid, but apparently some people find that entertaining, I guess. Alright, so let's figure out. So what I need to do is I need to pump oil up to here to a single tank that then splits down to two other oil lines, basically. And where the center line is right here. I think I want the oil to come up to here. Up to here. Oh, the center line is... yeah, in the middle of this right here, I think. So... fluid buffer. The in and outs are... oh wait, I guess you can choose which one's in and which one's out. Is that true? Yeah, I guess the direction doesn't really matter for the fluid buffers. That's a Microsoft meme. Microsoft Sam meme. Okay. Do I have the Omega fluid buffer yet? I must not. I feel like that must be a higher tier because I just unlocked tier 2 fluid pipes. But I don't have an Omega one. How much can this hold? 400 cubic meters cubed or whatever. Cubic meters. Is that going to work or is that going to be too short? Oh, that'll work. Okay, nice. Alright. So that'll be in, and then we'll have an out. That'll go down and then split at the bottom. I didn't even know there was an Omega buffer, to be honest. I don't think there used to be an Omega fluid buffer. The Omega is the bigly upgrade. Well, maybe once I unlock it I can add that to this build, update this build to it. Okay, so this will be the oil going up. now I can figure out where I'm bringing this from, which is on the bottom of here. Okay. Okay. Aren't you in harm's way now? What? You're talking tactical baking because of the storm thing, yeah. You're riding out the storm in your apartment. Oh goodness, that's crazy. It's crazy. This way. Be lined up. I think is there. There. Okay. Doing my best to make this all straight and clean looking. Beautiful. Nope. Nope. And that. Okay, good. Industrial fluid buffers are under tier 5. Yeah, I don't think I'm quite there yet. You're in zone B. They issued an evacuation order on Monday. You moved temporarily to an apartment that's away from the storm, huh? Am I okay with this just being a floating pipe? Or do I want to do something that supports this? I think for now I keep this as a supporting, just a floating pipe. Trying to do anything that makes this look better is just going to make my building look all weird, I feel like. I think I'm going to go all that good for now. I just need to get a pump going. So it's definitely near the tier 2 pump. Beautiful. Tier 2 pump at the bottom here should work great. There. I do need to bring power over this building. Has 2 attach hangers. You think it looks good? I think it looks good. I think this will work. Eventually I might, like, you know, enclose these in, you know, metal frames or something. Who knows? May get some support beams underneath this thing like I've done some of my other ones. Like that guy needs support beams and stuff. Alright, let's get power lines over here, though. When is the next cookie baking stream? Soon, TM, soon. I don't know. I don't have any current plans. I've done like 2 or 3 of those over the years. And it's always just randomly when the fancy takes me, I guess. I don't know. Is that on both sides? It's not, so both sides. Go. I should get the oil up to the storage up there. You're on the 2nd floor. Keep an eye on the storm surge in the canal out back in case you need to leave to prevent your car from getting flooded. Okay. Yes, I don't actually have any plans for a new another cooking baking stream anytime soon. So don't hold your breath is what I'll say about that. Okay, and then we'll provide power for the next factory, wherever that ends up being. Okay. I don't know how to make power lines that look less, I don't know, all over the place, but... okay, so now we bring the oil down. crap. I don't think this is where I want this. Is it? Maybe it is. I bring it down, it splits to the input there and the input there. Okay, yes, actually this should work. So, floor hole, there. I do need a floor below this. Okay. But I actually want it to be there. This gives me access. This is like my... Yes, this gives me access to pipes and stuff. Beautiful. This is the wall, so I need my half pipe here real quick. Quarter pipe, I guess it's called. Okay. Will I ever need access over here? I don't think so. So I think what I might do is just kind of... Can I wall this? Not that. Quarter pipe. Can I do like a wall here? Why is that? Oh, that's quarter pipe. And that's why I was like confused by what I just grabbed. This is the half pipe. Half foundation. Can I wall? I'm gonna place you there. Can I wall you off? Vertical. Okay. A little awkward. There. I think to do this in a way that's not a mess and make it even, and if I want to wall this off, I go like that, do 3 of them so it's even. There we go. Nice. We got a little wall. Our pipes will go down here. There. Get our half pipe here. Or half. Ah! Is that a half foundation? Yes, it is. There. And then we make this vertical mode. There. Nice. So it's like I'm building like a little sewer system here. It's great. A crawl space, that's why you have this half pipe. And here thought I was about to whip out my skateboard. Sadly, no. As fun as that would be. I guess we can't put a thing there, so I gotta do something like... Actually, I think the way I have to do this, if I want to make this really clean, is I go this. 1, 2, put it there. And I can put a splitter here. 400 and... Is it 480 divided by 2 is 240? And a Mark 1 pipe can do 300. Okay, so it can be a Mark 1 pipe here. Okay. Beautiful. And this will be supply of oil on one side. What the hell was... Ah, crap. It's doing that thing again where... What? It won't let me place on the bottom of this thing. Oh, that's so annoying. It didn't used to do this. I swear it didn't used to do this. Okay, I think I actually need to have a foundation underneath this. Otherwise, it's going to give me that problem every single time. If I put a foundation underneath this, it might fix it. Super annoying. I hate to have to do this, but I'm... and this is going to stick out the side, isn't it? If I do it over here. So I need to do a half foundation there all the way down. Nope, that's not going to work because this has to take out the half pipe, put in a foundation, you put the pipe, then the half pipe back in. Yeah, but every time I need to place new pipe, I don't have to do that every time. I think I'm just going to have this be sitting on a foundation. Otherwise, anytime I try to lay more pipe or move things around, it's going to screw me up. Okay. So I need this to be... right there is what I need that to be. This. That. Okay. As far as I can for now. And let's see if that will, before I just close this up, make sure this will let me allow me to lay this. Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me? I do have to remove the pipe to do this. The half pipe. I swear it didn't used to do this. When I first designed this, I'm sure I didn't have to used to do that. You only have to take the end half where the pipe you stand goes. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to do this really annoying thing where I have to remove foundations and place foundation every single time. It's gonna be so annoying. Okay, well, how long can the pipe go? Pipe too long. So about here. So janky that it makes you do that. Okay, right there. Alright, then we'll put the half pipe back in. Just have to do this every time I'm laying the pipe. Okay. I did have to do that on my other build on this playthrough, but I was hoping that was like a fluke, but apparently it's not a fluke. Apparently you have to do that every time. That's really annoying. That is really annoying. Yeah, we'll work around it, I guess. Work around it. Okay, that's straight. Let's layer. Quarter pipe down. Okay, you're acting funky. There we go. Go as far as we can until it says a pipe is too long. Pipe is too long. We'll be right in the middle of this one. Go. Your guess is because the half pipe is only visual, but technically the block is a full square, so it tries to build on top of the foundation. Yeah, that's probably the reasoning behind it. Still don't like it, but I understand the reasoning. All right, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to go longer because we're gonna do, what was it, 16 in total? So 8 on each side. So okay. How wide are each of these guys? I can kind of count this and split the difference, and I think I have it go, yeah. One that's the width, and the next one is half. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's gonna be something like this length right here, I think. Something like this. Okay, get the pipe going next. Let me go long enough. Let me go one more. Okay, zoop mode does not work super well with the quarter pipes. Zoop node and quarter pipes do not play super well together. There we go. Pipe is too long, so right about there should be where I want it to go. Okay. Go. Okay. Very good. And let's build the rest of, flush the rest of this out. And we should be pretty close to getting the output set up on this. I might need to go check my if I've printed enough tickets to make glass floors, because hopefully I can put glass floors on top of this like I used to. I'm a little worried because the piping is not working like I thought it used to. I'm a little worried the glass floors won't work on top of this like it used to, so God, I hope that works like I want it to. How is it working so stable for me? You're seriously envious? You crashed 20 times by now? I don't know, man. It feels like maybe a settings thing. Like maybe, I will say, well, like what I was saying earlier when the textures were all funky. Like it's like the textures weren't loading correctly. It almost feels like, oh, almost fell. Like there's something automatically throttling my textures occasionally or something to keep things working or something. I don't know. Sick half pipe, bro. Thanks. Worked really hard on it. Maybe it has to do with the graphics card that I have compared to yours or something. I don't know. Game's been really stable for you, iWatch FTL. You don't think it's crashed once? Well, mine's definitely crashed multiple times, but definitely not as much as it sounds like Madman's has. And so that really sucks, Madman. I'm sorry you're having to deal with that. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And those all look even. They look even Stevens to me. You have a Radeon 6950, and that's what's crashing all the time, huh? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, those all look even. Are my outputs in line? Beautiful. Okay. Goes the NVIDIA driver or stabler then or something? It smashes this game in ultra settings, no problem. Doesn't even go hard on the fans, but then it just crashes. Something weird's going on. Man, that sucks. I wish I had any kind of knowledge that could help with that. I have no idea. Okay, let me figure out how much heavy oil residue so I can figure out which level of pipe I need to use here. So, yeah, so I want to do plastic for 8 of these and then rubber for the next 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is going to be the last plastic one. And this one's going to be the cutoff for rubber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be right. And then 8 times 10 is going to be 80 heavy oil residue per minute plus, looks like level 1 pipe's going to be plenty. $20 times 8. 20 times 8, 160 plus 80, so 240 heavy oil residue per minute. So I can use a tier 1 pipe for this. Do I want this on the very bottom or do I want it 1 up? I feel like I put this 1 up before, actually. There. And then the pipes go down to that. Yes, I think this is what I've done before. What do I plan on using the oil residue for? Probably turn it into coke and then sink it like I've been doing. I could burn it for power, but I'm trying to avoid. We'll see. We'll see. I don't 100% know what I'm going to use that for yet. Might just sink it like I did before. We'll see. Because that's too long. Pipe is right there. I think I'm going to go right in the middle here. That. Yes. Okay. You're heading out for now. University class tomorrow. Let's see if you can come around for FTL streaking. Good luck for the audio engineering thing. I appreciate it, Adelet. I hope your class goes well. Do I want on the bottom so the conveyor output is uninterrupted? So the way this should work and the way my build has been done in the past is once I place all this pipe, if I can unlock glass foundations, I will be putting a glass foundation on top of this, and on top of the glass foundation will be a merger for all the outputs to merge together. So no, this should work fine. If it's going to work like I've done it in the past, this should work fine. Famous last words, of course, but if it works like I think it's going to work, I need to go unlock those glass foundations, but this output will be going somewhere. Probably to another refinery. Yeah, probably to another refinery that's going to turn it into the however many refineries it takes to turn into petroleum coke or whatever. Okay, so that's good. Have I done this pipe? I did. And this one I did lower. Actually, this one I might have needed to do the higher level as well. Let me see here. Will this work? Yeah, I think I'm going to leave the inputs lower and the outputs higher. I'll kind of give them a differentiation as well. Okay, let's set up all the splitters before I go see if I can unlock glass floors to put the input and output things that we need to on these guys. Hope everything was lined up correctly. I also need to copy paste. Copy. I reached these from both sides. Paste. 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 How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one should be rubber, right? Yes. Copy. Rubber. Good. Paste. 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 Paste and paste. There we go. So we should have 8 rubber and 8 plastic if I did all that right. I'll probably check it later. That's an easy fix if I did it wrong. Just mix the output with the waterfall. Should work out great. You know, oil and water, they go great together, I hear. I hear they work out great together. This is going to be a very power-hungry station, so once this is all built, I might have to look at my power situation. All right, let's get all the inputs set up first, then we'll get the outputs going. There. 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 There, okay. Okay, noodle mode works, horizontal, vertical, auto does work, it just pretended it didn't work for a second there, I don't know why. Yeah, that's what I wanted you to do. Okay. So these things should be filling with oil. Looks really good with a vertical junction, the pipe to vertical on the inputs. Yeah, but you know what that doesn't allow for? It doesn't allow for a glass floor right here and belts right on top of this thing right here. Because if you do that, then you have a vertical pipe sticking straight up here, and you can't get a belt right on top of it. And what I'm doing is I'm going to have space for belts on top of these. This design is built for the glass floors on top of here that I can put belts on top of. So, okay. Let's do it this way. One direction first. One direction, and I'm not talking about the boy band. Lol. Belts on the input side, I suppose if you're going to have a dual-purpose factory, that makes sense. Well, yeah, it might not matter for the inputs themselves, but in my experience, this is not snapping for some reason. In my experience, oil factories can get pretty crazy with inputs and outputs, so I like to have space to work with. I feel like these should be a blueprint. I would love to. I still only have tier 1 blueprints. The unlock for tier 2 blueprints, as you can see in the top right corner, require computers and heavy modular frames, which I do not have access to yet, sadly. So, I will hopefully be able to blueprint this eventually. I'll probably do this build again at some point. I agree, if I could blueprint it, I would. Okay, I don't know the difference between auto 2D and auto whatever, so... Probably because it wasn't perfectly straight, because it wasn't snapping for whatever reason. Because there are times where you have, if you use residual plastic, that I'll want belts on top of the pipes, and this build allows me to do belts on top of pipes. Alright, cool. So that's all the piping. My next goal is to go see if I can unlock the glass floors so I can set up my belts on top like I'm talking about I want to do. Watch my build not be built correctly and I don't even have that unlocked, but we'll find out. I'm cooking some real good shiznazor right now. Some real Breaking Bad levels of excellent cooking. I am the darkness! I am the one who knocks! Or builds oil factories or something. I am the one. Alright, how many tickets do we have? 9 coupons. Hopefully that gets me glass floors with whatever I got in here. 1 quality noodle bowl. Delicious, delicious pipe noodles. Alright, can I please get glass floors? And if I can, I hopefully have enough quartz on me to do these things. Alright, glass floors. I put off doing this because I haven't needed to do this until now. Glass foundations. Where are these guys? Glass roof. Oh, please tell me it's not unavailable. Okay, I might need to take a break from building to do some MAM unlocks. Maybe it's my MAM unlocks that are stopping me. Steeled frames or coated iron plates? Steeled frames look like they could be useful. Are there some quartz unlocks that I haven't done? I bet you there are. Glass is done with quartz. I wonder if that's my issue. Quality cooking. Yeah, I do know that reference. I do know what you're talking about there. Okay. I know glass floors exist. Where are they? I know glass floors exist. At least they used to. Can I do glass? Silica in the MAM unlocks glass roof. Fix it roofs. And silica in the MAM. How have I not got silica in the MAM? Oh, I have unlocked that. The old glass floor got took out. Now it's one of the packs. You have to hover over it and see what's included. Okay. What I'm trying to do right now. I figured it'd be under foundations. Windowed walls. Oh, I have them. Glass frame foundations. I already have them. Okay, I'm stupid. I already have them. I just have to go to this. No, where do I go to? Where are they? Architecture? Here they go. Frame floors. Glass frame foundations. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is... I feel like this is different than it used to be. That's my excuse for not being able to find it. Where do I want to put this? Maybe with my pillars, I guess. Pillars. We'll put these on 0 here. Okay. Oh, well, at least that's good. I don't have to go unlock it. Because I stupidly thought I hadn't unlocked it for some reason. I feel like I did that before. Like, I thought I didn't have it. And then found out, oh, I actually do have it. My bad. My bad. Thank you for the help, chat. Appreciate that. All of my permanent factories are just all stuck, not doing anything because they're all backed up. Because I'm not doing anything with any of the materials I'm making. Eventually I need to either, like, sink them or, get more storage for them. Here, this is it right here. This is it. I think I prefer this orientation. Yeah, the frame on top of the pipe I think looks good. Does that look good or does it look better the other way? Let me see. I think I like frame lined up with pipe better. I should just sell everything and get a Cybertruck. Okay. Okay. What a plan. What a plan. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Okay, I have to connect it, I think, to the floor over here for it to line up correctly. Go. Nudge, so good. So glad they added that nudge thing. Okay, to right there for now. Beautiful. And then I'll set my input belts there last, or output belts, I should say. There. Frame on pipe for sure looks better, you think? Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Into there. Okay. There we go. Input's all set up. Output's not set up. Let's see how I want to do the outputs. On previous factories, I've had the output go up to another floor, so I have storage up there. I don't know if that's going to work as well here. I'm going to be creating a lot of plastic and rubber. I almost wonder if I want to widen this each side by one foundation length so I can have the output storage be on the same floor. Because if I go up to other floors, I'm probably going to want to do other stuff like fuel production or whatever the other oil things are. What clipping? That's right. I don't see any clipping. I have no idea what you're talking about. So I think I am going to do that. I'm going to go one more wide, which means if I go up floors, we're going to be going up a little bit through this stone wall. Am I okay with that? I don't want to move this entire thing. Am I okay with that? Well, if I have it the current width, I could actually have the output sideways with how much space I left here. So maybe I don't want to clip through this wall too much. I would rather avoid clipping through the rock if I can avoid it. So let me see if I can get a better storage that I like here. So something like have the outputs come backwards and have it be about right here. Will that work without getting in the way of my door here? means I'll walk in and immediately see a storage container. Am I okay with that? Probably. And also I want this to be industrial. I can't actually just do industrial here, huh? Okay, let's do it this way. And then I can place my the dimensional one on top, I think. Have like a lot of storage for plastic and rubber. Factorio, just explode things to be like you want them to be. That's the problem with this game. You have to build around things. So oof. Alright, man. Enjoying the moment. Finally get to see through the glass as you proposed last week. Nice, Fred. Yeah, this I like this build a lot, and I'll show you why I like this build a lot. So, merger. Look how clean that is. Now the outputs of these guys go right into there, and the belt will... It might have a little overlap with the belts, with the pipes, but I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy from my experience before. I think it's only when I stack them that it's a little funky. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we stack. Yeah, and then I do the same thing here, and then we have it go on stackable poles on above. Overlap will be there. It's unforgivable. So far, there's no overlap. I think you're guessing about my overlap, and so far this looks pretty darn clean to me. I'm gonna grab a screenshot of yours to compare. Okay. You want to show off your build, huh? Nice, nice. I look forward to it. I guess you're talking about the overlap, maybe of the pipes going through the glass. To me, that's like, meh. It's designed that way. All right, 20 times 8. 160 a minute. So tier 3 belt is 270 a minute, right? Let me just make sure. 270, sweet. So I can have, where's the end of plastic? Plastic, and this should be rubber, right? That's rubber, and this should be rubber. Good, so rubber, and then plastic here. Oh wow, even these belts don't overlap? They didn't even turn yellow to overlap the pipes. Beautiful. It's like I planned it. Okay. Now I do want to avoid going through this pipe that's in the middle here. There. Okay. And then stackable. There. Okay. You make a long snake of storage next to the wall. I could. I don't want to do that much storage. Do I want to do that much storage? I mean, honestly, if I wanted to do a whole ton of storage, I could just stack these. Stacking a bunch of the industrial ones is a way you can do it too. Actually, probably the more storage I have, the better, to be honest. Let me. Plastic and rubber we are going to need a ton of. So what we want to do is we're going to go back and forth. How high can I stack this without it overlapping? Stack it up to there, and then I can put dimensional storage on top of that. So, there. I'll do that much storage. I'm not going to like snake it all around the walls, I don't think. That might be just even a little too much for me. There. You were sure they'd overlap? Factory porn, that's potent fat material. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. Full. These guys. Past Rand had some good builds. Past Rand. Believe in Past Rand and his builds. Can't go up there, can I? No. Okay, so I think what I need to do is that. And that should work, I think. Beautiful. This will say yellow because it's on top of the mergers. Oh, it's not even yellow. Ha! Perfect. Oh man, that looks so good. Looks so good. R Alt. That is to okay. Have to move back a little here. That. No. Okay. Pretty darn nice plastic and rubber factory, if I do say so myself. Let's get this powered and see this thing in action. Past Rand was good at what he did. That's right. Okay, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to go middle right here. And then over to here. Okay. Past Rand didn't joke around. Let me get cables here. Oh, I hear machines turning on. Gotta love that sound. That is the sound of industry and progress, my friends. It's also the sound of eco destruction, probably. Rubber, plastic. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay. What's the middle? I think the middle's there. Now turn it on and blow a fuse? Yeah, probably. Although, to be honest, so much of my power is not being used right now because... I can't tell the middle here. It's not turn red. But because... so many of my machines are just backed up that I should be fine, at least for now. I might have to do a power upgrade before I do other factories. We'll have to see. Until it's good. Okay. All right. Yeah, our orange line is the one to worry about, and we're at like 1/5, 1/6 of what our potential power usage is, and our battery is maxed out. We're great on power. You can change your refineries between plastic and rubber and just connect the belt to the correct merger line. You can see my turbo fuel plant in the background. Let's see. Wow, that's clean looking. Just swap belts to swap what you make. That's really cool. That's pretty darn nice. I watch. Okay. So how much plastic and rubber are we making per minute? That's the next question. 8 of each. 8 things of each. Is it 20 times 8 for each of these? It is 20 times 8 for each of these. So let me put a little sign to mark how much we're making. How did I do? I did input on one side and output on the other side. Let me go remember how I did this sign before. So input on the right, output on the left. No, it's the opposite. Okay. I have no quartz crystal. Is there any in here? I have none, do I? Alright, I need to get some quartz going. I kind of want to just build a mine directly into a dimensional depot right now, because quartz I'm going to be needing for stuff. Oh my god, the closest is way up here. Is that in that mine up there? Or in that... Yeah, that's in that... Or in that... Like a cave entrance up there, isn't there? Yeah, I think I have to go in this cave and go all the way in there to get that quartz. What about... Okay. This is north of my original base. I'm going to go set up just a mine on this. Directly into a dimensional depot. I've been needing quartz for a while. So let me go stop by. Yeah, I need to get the SAM stuff to be able to make dimensional storage. That build is nice. Yeah, I watch FTL's build is very nice. You love making things straight and clean and sexy. Nice. And let me put all these things in here. I've been needing to do that. Okay. Alright. I haven't started my other hard drive yet either. Let's do that. Okay, to the quartz we go. Although I need enough stuff to make dimensional storage stuff. I need to do that. I honestly need to get automated the thing to make the dimensional storages, the SAM drives or whatever it's called. Alright, we're making good progress. With this plastic and rubber, I think my next goal is going to get all the prerequisites for computers and then all the prerequisites for heavy modular frames. And that's going to be a lot of factories because it's going to be like circuit boards, quick wire, AI limiters or something. I'll need to get modular frames, which I haven't got. So there's a bunch of factories I need to build to get caught up on like what my tech is over here. Okay, at least I got some of these heavy modular frames going. What am I missing here? Is it screws again? Looks like it's screws again. Every once in a while, every time I come by here, throw the screws in there. I should have grabbed a bunch of screws from my other base before because I just have a crap ton in storage over there, but that's fine. Okay, what I need are these. I think it's these. These guys, right? No, I need to turn those into SAM fluctuators is what I need to do. Okay. Okay. Tickets back in here. SAM fluctuators. Okay. Hit shift click to take stuff out of dimensional storage without having to drag. Oh, okay. Good call. I do that out of my regular storage. I don't know why I didn't think to do that out of my dimensional storage. So, good tip, good tip. Thanks, iWatchFPL. Although, probably copper is the next train I need to make. There's so many things I need to do. I do need to get copper and Caterium being brought into my train station. Because I need to get copper sheets automated. Alright, so maybe I hold off on what I said I was going to do next. And after I get this rubber and plastic, I get a train station for copper next. And then I can get the copper things automated that I need to. Okay, that's good for now. And I can throw throw these into here. Okay, so let's go get this quartz. This is not going to be a permanent quartz thing. This is just going to be so I have a source of quartz. If you do multiple dimensional storages for a single item, does it change the max storage of that item, or does it just get it input quicker? My assumption is that it just inputs it into your storage quicker. If I say had 4 dimensional storages all being supplied with quartz, it's just in quicker. Okay, that's kind of what I assumed it would be. Okay, am I going the right way? I am. And there's some power lines around I can grab off of. Pretty sure I put a tall power line leading to this. Where's that tall power line? There it is. Let's bring this out towards the quartz I'm heading towards, which is kind of east-northeast. Right about here. Okay. Okay. That looks good. I can go to the top and see where I'm connecting this to. Gosh, so misty. Oh. There it is. Alright, beautiful. Okay, which direction am I going? I'm going that direction. Bring power to the entire galaxy with these giant power poles. Alright. It is down. Quartz is down. Oh, I am mining quartz down here, aren't I? Okay, so it's right around here I want to place this power pole. Something around here that's trying to attack me? I feel like, yes, there is. Okay. This quartz is going to my base, and I think turning it into silica. I think I'm going to set up a separate one over there. That's going to be just for my dimensional storage is what I think I want to do here. I can use a tier 2 miner now anyway. That's only a tier 1 miner. What am I looking for? Power. Power. This guy. Okay. Well, you ever seen this game before, Horse Shampoo? And your head is this like Minecraft? Is that fair at all? It shares some similarities with Minecraft, but I would compare it closer to a game like Factorio than I would compare it to Minecraft. If you've ever played Factorio, which maybe you have, maybe you haven't. It's an automation game. That's how I would describe it. Great game. Such a good game. Highly recommend. Whoops. Trying to middle click that and it won't let me grab it that way. Okay. Like that. I think that's even. Beautiful. And what are you? You are an impure quartz. Are there any other quartzes here, or is it just those two? Looks like it's just those two. Okay. Well, if I do a tier 2 miner here... I think the closest you've come to automation game is Stardew Valley, if that counts. It looks very pretty. This game is great. It's so good. I don't know if Stardew Valley is a good comparison or not, to be honest, because I've never played it. I feel like Stardew Valley is not really an automation game, but I could be wrong. Alright, so what did I want to do? I wanted to get... Do I want just the raw quartz, or do I want to turn it into something? Raw quartz turns into quartz crystal. I feel like I might want to turn this... Well, maybe I could do two things. One for the quartz crystal and one for the raw quartz. Because I might need... Does raw quartz turn into anything else? Silica, right? Yeah. Yeah, it turns into two different things. Are those the only two things that raw quartz turns into? If those are the only two things, maybe I just do a constructor of one each of those. This is making 60 a minute. Silica uses 22.5 a minute. Quartz crystal uses 37.5 a minute. 22.5 plus 37.5 equals 60. So we have exactly enough to have one constructor each going to a storage. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to do one of each of those. Yeah, we're going to need both in my base. I don't want to set... what I'm going to need to eventually do... I have the train tracks right here. Probably eventually I'm going to get these mining brought to a train station and taken to my base. That is too long of a setup for what I want to do right now. So I'm going to do another temporary build, where I'm going to do two constructors that make the two items I need, put them into my quantum storage, so I'll have access to those things for now. That will let me do things like build signs, get quartz and silica research finished, and I won't have to set up a whole long train line right now, because there's other train stuff that I feel like I need to work on more right now than that. Okay, apparently I don't have constructor on my bar anywhere. But you are right that I need both. I will need both at my base, but it's too big of a project to get them both right now, so... I'm going to do a quick and easy temporary build here, so I'll have access to both these things. Do I have access to silica already? I don't. I put some in there, but I haven't, put some in there, but I haven't automated putting that into storage yet. Okay. There. There. That and that. This will get me a supply of those two very needed items into my quantum storage for things that I need. A quick splitter. There we go. And if I'm not mistaken, that should have me be in good shape. I don't think I need raw quartz for anything. Let me make sure I'm right about that. Do those signs take raw quartz? No, they take quartz crystal. So that's the main thing I need for a bunch of stuff is quartz crystal and silica. So did I do an output belt? I did. There we go. So we should start seeing some quartz crystal and yes, let's get the raw quartz out of there. Raw quartz, like I said. Dotting the map with all those radio towers might be a good might be a whole stream in itself. True, true, because like crystal oscillators, which are needed for those, are things I can't really make yet either. Okay, so that'll do its thing. Quick and dirty build just to have access to those. Let me think what else. This will let me go make the signs, and then it might almost be break time. I think I want to go get copper next, but let me go finish my plastic and rubber build, because I think I'm going to want to set up the dimensional storage for that as well. Did I need to merge the two miners together? No, because the tier 2 miner is supplying 60 silica a second. And that is the amount needed for each item, which is exactly 60 a second. So it should be perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Is the world randomly generated? No, though it's a set world or shampoo. It would be cool if there was like randomly generated world, but kind of like Subnautica, where when I first played the game, I hoped for that. It's probably way too complicated to do that. Same map for everyone. Okay, so where am I going? I'm going back to permanent town, permanent home base. So I can get the signs put together. Which uses, hopefully, a thing I'm getting now. These guys, beautiful. Oh, I don't need to drag. I can control click. I forgot. Immediately forgot. If there was a community project to make a bunch of community maps, you'd follow the schnizzle out of that, huh? Well, I will say on Reddit, I've seen some crazy builds. So I bet if you looked around on Reddit, maybe there's some like community maps, like you're saying. There might be those things out there. Like maybe some streamer set up something like that. That is pretty cool. Cool idea. Yeah, I think I need to get copper next because I'm missing copper sheets. And I know how you need a ton of those for any other oil or water build I'll be doing in the near future. So I think I set up copper train station next. See if we can get that done by the end of the stream or not. But like I've seen so many, like on Reddit, I'll just scroll through Reddit and the Satisfactory Reddit will come up. And there's like, people have built like cathedrals and futuristic space looking factories. And they do it by like the little mini turns you can make. Like if you hold control and turn, oh, it's not doing it there. You can like do some crazy stuff. How do you do the small turns? Oh, I was get knocked over by a vehicle. Whoops. All right. Somehow you can make very small, minute turns with things. And I don't know how to do that. Maybe eventually we'll want to learn how to do that. Okay, signs. Signs. Organization. There it is. I think it's portrait sign. This one. Oops. Please don't be upside down. It's upside down. No idea why it's doing that. There, is that right? Okay, good. Are you straight or are you upside down? Okay, you're good. Alright, so I had input on the left and output on the right is what I had. So this is oil input. Black. Oil. And I think it's 480? Was it 480 or 460? 480 a minute oil input. Is that the way I did this? Okay, apparently the text is the same color as something. Where's the text color? Okay, that works. Okay, let me make sure. I want these to be consistent the way I'm doing these. Would you want to do a modded playthrough after I'm done with this playthrough? Probably not. I probably won't want to do a modded playthrough. Wait a minute, iron ingots input, oil input, and then cast screws. Yes, that's how I did it. Okay. And so actually I'm gonna have two outputs here. This one's gonna be plastic and rubber output, so I'm gonna have to do two outputs on this one. Said I was gonna do one factory per item, but oil and rubber are so much just the same item that we'll actually have two outputs here. So one is black for the rubber. And how much am I making? 8 times 20? Is that 160? I think that's correct. Rubber output. I think that's right. Let me make sure. 20 times 8. 20 times 8. 160. Okay. Why aren't these going right now? Oh, did we already use up all our oil? Oh, I don't have the out. Oh, the heavy oil is backing it up. All right, I have to fix it. I'm not done here yet, actually. I'm not done. And I think rubber is blue. Plastic is blue. Okay. 160 per minute plastic out. Very good. I still have many. Yeah, I'm far from being to the point where I need to think about starting a modded playthrough. I'm quite sure. Okay, before I do the next thing, let me do this. There. It's backwards. There. There. This is going to be a lot of storage in case I ever just need a ton of plastic or rubber. So out to in. Out to in. And then out to in. That should be putting more of that into my, whatchamacallit, dimensional storage. There. I did these wrong too. there. Should be right. There. There we go. So these should all be set up for storage. And then the overflow of the heavy fuel residue, I forgot about that completely. So I actually have a awesome sink in the middle of the map. I don't think I want to take all this stuff all the way over there instantly. So heavy oil residue, how much are we doing per minute? 20 times 8 plus 10 plus times 8, I think. I think I did this earlier, did this math earlier, yeah. 20 times 8 is 160, plus 10 times 8 is 80, 160, 160 plus 80. So we're making 240 heavy oil residue per minute. And I think what I want to do is just sink it back here. So I might not be able to get into the copper very quickly here. How do I want to do this? Need to figure out how many factories I need to sink all this. These ones are going to be backwards. Although I will say, I do want this to be expandable. So maybe I want to take this up to the next floor. I want to take the heavy oil residue up to the next floor to get rid of it. Yeah, I honestly probably should take this up to the next floor. Can't start a modded playthrough. I still have to go through Factorio expansion. So many things I need to do. If I take this up to the next floor... you know what, I just realized I need this floor to be a little bit higher if I'm going to be doing refineries on this floor. So... let me figure out the height of this. If I were to do this, it would be overlapping, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I need this to be... how much higher do I need this to be? Basically one full ramp, I think. Maybe a half ramp? Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, we gotta go for one full ramp. I'm gonna see if I can do a half, but we better do one full one. So, there. That'll be the height we need. There, we'll ramp up. To this level. And if I want to keep it even, then actually I believe it would be like this. Is that right? No, I need it to be one over, so I need to bliss. that look right? Yes, that does look right, actually. There. That... No, it's like over half a thing, which is very awkward. Very awkward. Okay. I think I need this here, this here. It's a lot of work to like stay organized and make things look good and even. I swear. That looks right, right? That looks like that should line up, if I'm not mistaken. Eventually I want to keep it for fuel, so upstairs sounds best. Yeah, the heavy oil residue, yeah. Yeah, that should be even. That should be even right there. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to have this heavy oil residue go straight up, which is going to require a pump. So, this is the heavy oil residue, right? Yes. Let's do a 4-pole right there. Now I feel like the fact that I did the higher thing will look a little weird here, but that's fine. And I'll put a pump right there. Okay. Floor hole. Should work right there. How much did I say a minute? 240, which is within a tier 1 300 a minute pipe, so that should be good. Is that straight? That looks straight. Needs a tier 2. 7E. Tier 2 will get it up there, no problem. Very good. Build a reservoir up there. Refineries are obnoxiously huge. Only particle accelerators are worse than refineries in size. Yeah, they are pretty obnoxiously huge. I agree with that statement. These things will slowly kick back in as we clear out the heavy oil residue. Okay. Alright, how do I want to do this? 240 a minute. So the only output of these guys is going to be not oil. It's going to be a solid. So I'm going to not put the half pipe on the back of these, I don't think. Let's see if this is right. Let me see if my height is good on my walls. Or well, where this is lining up. Yep, that lines up good. Okay. I might end up putting half pipes here eventually, but for now I'm not going to worry about that. I just need to figure out how many refineries I need to clear out the amount of stuff I'm doing here. I want it to be a liquid later. Maybe. I might want to have access to the turning this heavy oil residue into fuel later. Can I do that right now, I guess? I guess I could look into if I want to do that right now. Production, refinery. that look right, or do I want that over one? I think that looks right. That looks right. What are my options for heavy oil residue? I could turn it into fuel, which is 60 per minute. Turn it into petroleum coke, which is what I did before and was sinking it. We could turn it into polymer resin, actually. No, crude oil is needed for polymer resin. I feel like I'm going to need polymer resin eventually, right? Residual plastic is water plus the polymer resin. Maybe I do want to turn it into fuel. I'm going to need this fuel eventually. Problem is I don't have a way to sink excess fuel right now, right? Let me think here. I feel like what I could do is I could turn the first 100 and... Let's see, how much of this is there? 180? 240. We have 240 a minute. So if I did 4 of these, we'd be making 4 times 40, 160 fuel per minute. Rather make it into fuel or resin while setting up a sink for excess. That's what I'm thinking, Madman. I think what I want to do is turn this into fuel. Problem is, until I can package fuel, I don't know that I can use it for anything other than like a fuel generator, right? Let me set up something here real quick too that I'm just reminding myself that I need. Let me think this through what I want to do. I'm gonna need a fuel eventually. So having like a stockpile of fuel is probably not a bad idea. $160 fuel would power 8 fuel generators, which would be a lot of power for me right now. Time when we litter this planet full of empty fuel cans is nigh. Yeah, the thing is, if I want to set that up, it's a lot of work to get a bunch of fuel generators. And I don't have them unlocked. So I don't even have fuel power generation unlocked. But what I am thinking about is having a bit of a stockpile of fuel ready to go. And then have the rest of that heavy fuel residue go into the coal, the coke or whatever that we get rid of. Coke for export in the submarines for now, then. I mean, sink. Okay. Yes. Okay, so I'm doing this to get... this. Like this lined up differently than I was thinking it would. Just gonna go through here cleanly, or no? I don't want a floor hole, I want a pipe. They keep grabbing the pipe. There. Okay, I'm gonna do that without a floor hole, and that looks good enough. Is this filling? Okay. I'll need a sink for it later anyway. Yeah, so probably what I'm going to do, I'll set up 4 of these things to convert heavy oil residue into fuel. Later on, I'll be able to use that fuel I've stockpiled into like a fuel generator, but have the excess for now burned off into the coke, I think is what I want to do. So let me see how I want to get this set up. Placement of this makes for a little bit of an awkwardness, so... There. What did I say? 4 of these, I think? So 2 on each side, and these will be for the residual fuel. And maybe I'll stack a couple of, you know, storage things for future use. And then we'll do and then we'll make enough so that once these are full, we can still do 240 worth of heavy fuel residue, or whatever it's called. Into coke that we are sinking for right now. I think that's what the plan will be. Something like that. I actually want to line up the... No, I don't want to line up the pipe inputs, because that doesn't work with the angle that they're at. Unless I do it sideways and up, which I have done that before. Nah, I think I'll keep with what I did before. Go with this for now. There. Alright, so this should all be that. And we can translate or transition the coke burn off later is what we can do. So for now, what I'm going to do is have... How many of these refineries am I going to need for the coke burn off? Let's just check. 40 divided by... No, 240 divided by 40. I'm going to need 6 of these. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay. Alright. Let's get... I need power up on this floor. A little awkward. I usually do this outside to get... Yeah, let's do this outside, actually. Less of a mess. And let me place the power thing where I want it to go up here. Although I would like it to be lined up with this guy. In the middle, so about right there. And that should allow me to run a power line outside and it not be a gross, disgusting mess. No gross, disgusting messes, chat. Coke for export in the submarines. Is that like a... I'm not sure what reference that is. As in... Like... Cocaine Coke? I don't know. I'm gonna want 3 on this side. Storage... Probably be about right there. So if I did... This guy. This one backwards. This one, yeah. Oh, that's because it's, yeah, okay. Wrong thing. So this. Need more room for storage. So our fuel storage is in there. Is that going to be enough room for fuel storage? I think so. That'll give us a 1 wide space for storage, a little over a 1 wide space on both sides. That should work, I think. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, these guys will be petroleum coke. Copy. Paste. 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 Ladder right there, complete with that awful planet crafter staircase I had. It's making your teeth ache when you imagine having to climb that. Okay. Your teeth ache, huh? Alright, it's about break time, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the start of this pipe going, then we're going to take break time here. 240 a minute, so this pipe will be fine. There. Beautiful. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Shoot that for no reason. Okay. Alright. And we get pipage set up all the way along here. Pipe is too long, so right in here. That look good? Yep, that should be good. Okay. And I'm gonna have this go to right to the edge here. So this to there. If I need to expand this later, I can. Alright, and let me get these splitters on this. So it's ready to go into these pipes. And then we'll take our final break here. Okay, that one snapped when the other ones weren't snapping on the other corpse. Oh, this one's not now. I don't know why. I don't know why sometimes they snap and sometimes they don't. It's almost like it won't snap in two different directions on the same pipe or something. Sad. That one snapped. Because reasons, I guess. Alright. Get these pipes flowing. Auto. Anyone have an idea what is wrong? Your train cannot find another station, but you can manually drive it through. It cannot find the station. Sounds like it's not connected or something. I also know trains can be weird if you're not using block signals correctly. All right, GG cookie time. Our oil thing is coming together. I'm going to stand up, stretch, use the restroom, take my final break of the day. Y'all enjoy the view of screws and trucks going around, and when we come back, we will finish this plastic build and see how much of the is it copper? Yeah. Copper mining and train station we get set up. See you in just a bit, my friends.